Hi guys, this is Ramsha Mushtaq and you are watching Ramsha Techbox channel. So today I will teach you that how to make Tic Toc Toe game in Java. So let's start it. So first I will open my clip software. I will go into the file, then new Java project, and then I will write project name and I will write as Tic Toc Toe. Press the finish button. Then I will go into my project and new. I will create the class, main class, and press the finish button. Now I will create one more class and this would be Tic Toc Toe and then finish. So I have created my two classes. This would be my main class and the other one would be Tic Toc Toe class. So let's go into the main class and write the code. So I will first import scanner class java.util scanner. Now I will write public static void main and then string args and now the curly brackets. So first just welcome the player, so I will write and welcome to Tic Toc Toe game. Okay, and now I want the user to enter the name, so I will ask the user to enter the names. So I will write please enter player number 1 name. Then string let's ask the user to enter the name, so name1 would be equal to, first I have to write here scanner input is equal to new scanner. So write here as system dot in. Now I can write here input dot next. Same I will repeat for player number 2. You know that in Tic Toc Toe game there are 2 players who can play this game. So I will ask the 2 players to please enter the name one by one, and I will remove the next line statement so that they can enter the name on the same line. Okay. So now let's make a two-dimensional array. I will make this game using two-dimensional array. So for that I will create a two-dimensional array and it would be of char. I mean that the two-dimensional array would be of characters. So you can write any name for that. I'm using ARR, and it will have 3 rows and 3 columns because there are 9 boxes, small boxes for Tic Toc Toe game. So that's why I will create a two-dimensional array of 3 rows and 3 columns. And initially they will contain some characters, and for that I'm just writing numbers from 1 to 9, 5, and then 7, 8, and then 9. So I'm done. Now let's move towards our Tic Toc Toe class and write some code for that. So here I will first create a two-dimensional array, and you can use any name. For example, I'm writing post, and now new char, 3 rows and 3 columns. And I will make it private so that any other class can't use it. Now I will make some other variables like private char winner, and this will initially contain a blank space. Some more variables as private char player. So this player will initially contain capital X. Basically, you know that in Tic Toc Toe game there are 2 signs, cross and O, or you can say a circle. So the first player will have the cross symbol for its identification, so so that's why initially I'm writing capital X, I mean cross, for first player. So now let's move forward. I will create some more variables as private string name, private string name1, and private string name2. Okay, so I have to create one more variable in count, and this variable will basically count the number of moves, that how many moves I have made. So again I'm repeating, this is my two-dimensional array and I'm making the whole game using this array, and this is the winner variable. It will initially, it is blank space, it means that there are no variable, but if its value changes, it means that someone has win the game, and now the game will stop and just declare the winner. This player, as I told you, that this is the player variable, and it will initially contain capital X, and so the first player identification sign would be X. I have created some more variables as name, name1, name2. This will contain the player names, and this this name variable would act as a mediocre and helps to declare name1 and name2 one by one. And this count variable was basically count the number of moves you have made. So now let's move forward and write the constructor. So you know that the constructor name is the same as that of the class name, so we will write Tic Toc Toe, and this constructor will basically receive some parameters like the two-dimensional array from the main class, and you can write any name for that. I'm writing same as ARR, and then it will also receive name, player number 1 name, and player number 2 name from the main class. So done. So initially the count would be 0. This two-dimensional array of this class will initialize from the two-dimensional array of the main class, and this dot name 1 of Tic Toc Toe class will be initialized with the name 1 of the main class. This dot name 2 is equal to name 2. So I think we have done with the constructor. Now let's move forward. When you are designing a game, you should know that what should the function or method would be involved in that. For that you should know that how to play that game. If you play Tic Toc Toe game, you know that what are the features are involved in that. For that I have think a lot and write some methods name, and I will show you that, and will write code for that. First method I will write would be of board. This method will basically display me the board for Tic Toc Toe game. The other method would be play game. This method was basically just start the game and just make it start, and we will just play the game. And the other method would be set name, and this method will basically set the names for the player 1 and player 2. Then I will write a method for get name 1. This will just return me the player number 1 name, and get name 2, this will return me the player 2 name. Now the other method would be get next player name, and this method would basically tell me about who's the next player. Then there would be a method for check position. This method will basically check that whether if I choose the position 3 to put a cross or circle there, then this method would tell me that that position is vacant or not. If it is already filled, it will tell me that yeah, this position is already filled. You have to think for some other position. You can choose some other position. So this method will do this job. And check winner method will check that all the patterns that cross and circles are making have make that specific pattern for winning or not, and if it make that specific pattern that they are in a line or any other pattern that is used to win the game. So it will just check that and tell me that if that specific pattern has been achieved. So it will tell me yeah, so this pattern is achieved and this is the winner, and will declare the winner. So I think a lot, and I think these would be the necessary method that should be involved in my game. So I will write code for all of these one by one, and we will do this in parts so that it would be easy for you to easily understand that how I have to write this code. So I will close that and let's start it. So our first method is board. So I will write public string board, curly brackets. So here I have to design the pattern, this out, and then so I will copy this print statement a lot of times, so it will save my time. Okay, first I will and backslash n, so I will be on next line. This is giving an error because it's of string, so it's not void, so I have to return a string. So I will write return current port. Okay, done. So I have to design the board for that. I'm writing some patterns in this print statement. So next I will write backslash t, the tab pattern, and then a straight line, and then again t slash t, and then straight line. So it's not necessary that you have to follow the same pattern that I'm designing. You can write any other pattern, or you can increase or decrease the size of the board according to your requirement. Okay, so now I will write POS. This is my two-dimensional array, and this would be at 0 0 position. Okay, then I will write backslash t, then straight line, and then again backslash t, and then POS, and now 0 1, then again backslash t, straight line, again backslash t, and then again POS 0, and then 2, and then again backslash t. Okay, so let's go into main and call this, and let's see how it looks like. So I will go into the main class and create an object here. So I will write Tic Toc Toe, and for example I will write the object as t, and then new Tic Toc Toe. And for the constructor I have to pass ARR, my two-dimensional array, name 1, and then name 2. T dot board, I will call the first method that I'm writing. So just did that, and I just did that because I just wanted to know how it looks like. I will just save and just play. It's asking me about player 1 name, for example it's a player 2 name, for example it's you, and then it will display like that. So you can see that this is the pattern that I'm following, so I can now just design the rest of the pattern, and for that I will just write some pattern code for it. So backslash t, and then some, like I have to count this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. For example I'm doing 12, then same 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and again 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and I will press again play. So I have to make it move a bit forward, so I will increase. I will run it again. So R U. So you can adjust it easily and just increase these lines and just make the required pattern that you want. So you can see that it's perfect, but just I have to remove one more from here, and then so it's perfect now. It's really perfect. So I will just repeat this pattern for the rest of. Now you can see that I have just write the whole pattern. This is my 0 0 position, this is 0 1, this is 0 2, 1 0 1 1 1 2, 2 0 2 1, and 2 2. So if I play this, you can see that this is the word that is displayed, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, these were the number characters that I have assigned to the main. So you can see that it's displaying that, and I've just write these because when you wanted to you will just press the key 1 2 3, any number from any of these 9 position, and you can place a cross and O there, so that's why I just write that. So we are done with the vote method. Now let's move forward and just write our play game method. So I will write public void play game. So now I will write int num and some more, like I will create some more integer variables like int I, int j, and char lang. So why I just created this variable, I will let you know later, and it will contain blank space, and then I will write sys out, and I will just create a blank space, name 1, and then we will start the game. Okay, so then I will write a do while loop. So this is the format for do while loop, and let's write code inside it. So I will write scanner in is equal to new scanner system dot in. Okay, and then I will create a boolean character position taken. same as position taken, and it's initially true. Okay, and I will write a while loop inside this do while loop, and if this position taken variable it's true, then this loop will work. And for that I will write some more code. So let's suppose that if player, this is the player variable that we created earlier at the start, is equal to x. So if it is x, then sys out, and I will write as player. So you can see that I write player, it will just display the player name, and the software will tell the player that your symbol, identification symbol, is X or cross, you can say, and please choose a position, and then the player have to choose the position from 1 to 9. He or she can press any of the number in this range. So now I will write else if player is equal to O. We'll just copy and paste this here. So we'll display player and get name to when your identification symbol is circle, and please choose a position. We'll display the same message for the next player. So after that, I will write num is equal to in dot next, and so that the player can enter the number. Done. And now I will write I is equal to, I will do casting, I will write int and then num divided by 3.5. So I write I is equal to int num divided by 3.5. This is a very confusing and you would be thinking that why I write this. So I will explain this to you. You can see that these are the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are basically the position that I have shown you earlier on the board. So if you press 1, these are I and J basically contain the number of rows and column of the two-dimensional array. You can see here this is 0, 0, this is your I and this is your J. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, basically they are these 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 2, and this 0, 0 at the position 0, 0, 1 is displayed, at the position 0, 1, 2 is displayed, and at the position 0, 2, 3 is displaced when we just run the program and see the board. So these are the position, and so if we want that if the user press 1, I should be 0. If it press 2, then still it would be 0. If it press 3, still it should be 0. And for 4, 5, 6, I should be 1, and for 7, 8, 9, I should be 2. So if you see this line code, So if you place 1, 2 or 3, and if we divide it with 3.5, and then we just only take the integer value and just forget the decimal point, then the value of the I would be 0. And if we place 4, 5, 6 at the num position and divide it with 3.5, then and just see the integer value, then it would be 1. And if we place 7, 8, 9 and divide it with 3.5 and just remove the integer decimal values and just see the integer, then we will get a 2. So I just write this line of code so that the I will get the right value and the game will work properly. So if we go back here, so we see that for num is equal to 1, 4 and 7, j should be 0. For 2, 5 and 8, j should be 1. For 3, 6 and 9, j should be 2. So if you can create your own formula like I have created for I, it would be good and it will save that you don't have to write a long code. But if you are not able to do that, we can use if else condition for that and easily write code for that. So let's write it. If num is equal to 1 or num equal to 4 or num equal to 7. For this we to write j is equal to 0. Okay, and when you will press the key, then the software has to check that whether a cross or a O is already placed there or this that position is vacant. So for that we have to check the position, and as I told you earlier that I will write a method for that. So I will call the check position method, and it will basically check the position and tell me whether the position are vacant or not. And for that I have I will pass the variable I and j so that it would know that which position it have to check. So we will pass these rows and columns variable as parameter into the check position method, and it will return the whether true or false. So that we have to know that we have to run the loop again and ask the user for the next number, or we have to stop there and tell the user that he or she is writing or entering the wrong number, or they have that position is already full, so that they have to choose some other number. So I will save this true or false in position taken variable, and so because this position taken variable decide whether the loop should run again or not. So this is the case, and then if the position taken equal to false, then so if the position taken is false, this position ij, there for example I and j are 0, it will just call the get player method, and get player method basically return the player whether it is x or o. So let's copy paste this for the rest. So I will just copy this, and then I will just place a control V and again control V. So for 147, the other pattern would be 2, 5 and 8, and the last pattern would be 3, 6, 9. 3, 6 and then 9. So I will write else here. It would be 1, and for this it would be okay. You can see this that just formatted the code, and for 1, 4 and 7, J is 0, for 2, 5 and 8, J is 1, and for 3, 6 and 9, J is 2, and I'm repeating again, then it will check the position. It will just pass I and j parameter into the check position method, and then it will accordingly make true and false to the position taken variable. And if it is false, it will just the false will indicate that the position is vacant and the cross or O would be placed there, so that's why it will get the player. It will play get player value at that position. For example, it is a cross, so at that position a cross would be displayed and the board would get updated. So that was all. Now let's move forward. So we will write further code. We will just escape from this while loop, and when it would get the position get updated with a cross or O, then it will display nice move. After that there would be an increment in count, and count is basically counting the number of moves that you are making. Then it will display the board again, the updated board, and after that it will call the next player. So as I told you, I will write a method for next player. So I will call that method, and it will tell me about who is the next player, and then the loop will work again. So I think we are done with do. You see that there are a lot of crosses which are appearing here. So basically they are due to because we didn't write the method. When we will done with writing with all method, they will get disappeared from here. I will import scanner class here as well. Import java dot util dot scanner. You can see that this error is moved and other will get removed when okay. So this error is due to the get name 1, get name 2, because the methods are not written yet, and I and j. So these errors are due to these unwritten method, otherwise the code is perfect. now it's time for condition of the while loop. So I have tried check winner is equal to blank. Check winner method will basically return the variable winner, this variable, and it is, you can see that it is initially initializes a space, and the blank variable is also initialized as a blank space and nothing else. So if the winner is not X or O, it will be a blank space, and the blank variable also had a blank space. So they both of them would be equal. So this condition would become true, and the while loop will run again, and the whole process will repeat it again and again and again. But once if the check winner variable made the winner variable as X or a O, then this would stop, and it will the software will basically declare the winner, and it will stop the program from running. So I think you can easily understand it because I have explained a lot. So we are done of writing with play game method. Now we will move forward and write the rest of the methods. Now I will start writing the next method. So it's public void set name. This method will basically set the names for player 1 and player 2. So string n1 would be for the parameter for the player 1, and then string n2, this would be for player 2 name. Name1 would be equal to n1, and name2 would be equal to n2. So it will set the name1 and name2. Now let's write other methods. The other method is get name1 and get name2. So public string get name1. So it will return name1, and public string name2. So it will return name2. We are done with these method. Now I will write next layer method. So public string get next player. This method will basically tell who is the next player. For example, there are two players like Asma and Ramsha are playing the game. So if it's my turn, the player would be Ramsha. Then who should be the next player? It would be Asma. So basically this method will do that. So if name is equal to name1, then it will make name equal to name2. Okay, and it will return name. Else it will make the name equal to name1 and it will return name. So you're done with this method. Now I will write get player method. So public char. Why I choose the data type char? Because the player is basically a character and when we will return player, so it should be char get player, and then I will write return player, and player will contain capital X or capital O across or a zero you can say, or a O, whatever you want to say. The next method would be public char get next player, and this method will basically update the identification sign X or O. So if player equals to X, then it will update it with O. And else player would equal to X, and I will return player again. Okay. So I will change this as get next player name and make it get next player. So both the methods would not get the same name. So I think we are done with this. Now I will write the next method which will check the position, that whether the position is vacant or not. So I will write public boolean because it will tell true or false. So check position, and you know that uh, if this method wanted to check the position, then it should know that which position it have to check. So for that it will receive the parameters I and j, that is row and columns. And now we'll check the position. So if pos I or j equal to x or us I j equal to O, that that position is already filled with cross or zero, then it will display the message that this position is already filled, try another position. You can see, you can write as choose another position. Okay, choose another position. If the position is already filled, it will display this message and it will return true, so that the user can choose some other position. Otherwise, it will return false, and it means that the position is vacant and the next player will get its turn. Okay, so we are done with this as well. Now let's write code for our next method, and our next method is check winner, and this method will basically check that the specific format is made or not. If that specific format has been made, that the three crosses or three zeros are in a line and they are making the specific format, that it will declare the winner, that whether X is the winner or O is the winner. So before writing the code for that, we should know that what should be the specific format, and so to make it understand, I have designed this for you on Paint. So you can see that this is our Tic Toc Toe format, and this is 00 position, that is of the two-dimensional array 0 1 0 2. These green numbers are basically your I, and these pink numbers are basically your J. So 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 1 2 2 0 2 1 2 2. So first we should know what should be the format. So let's write public char check winner. Okay, if okay, so you can see that if three x's are at position 0 0 0 1 0 2, then X would win the game. So we will write position 0 0 equal to X, and now we won't use or, we will write and, that the next position should be must 0 1 equal to X, and position 0 2 would be equal to X. Then the winner variable would get updated with X. First it was just a blank space, and now it would get updated with X. So we have to write this if condition for the rest of the pattern as well. First we should know that what should be the patterns. So this is our one pattern 0 0 0 1 0 2. This is our next pattern 0 0 1 0 2 0 This is our also next pattern 0 1 1 1 2 2, that if all these three position would have x at the same time, then the winner would get updated, winner variable would get updated with x. So now let's see some other position 0 1 1 1 2 1, 0 2 1 2 2 2, 1 0 1 1 1 2, 2 0 1 1 0 2, and 2 0 2 1 2 2. So I think these are the possible format that if they have these three position have x at the same time, it means that the user had win the game. You can see that I've write the possible condition for all the x pattern, and it will update the winner, and if any of this format is made, then a winner will get updated with x. So I will write if winner equal to x, then print sys out control space. It will display the message that congratulations, and then it will just display the name, and x is the identification symbol for player 1, so I will use name1 variable, and then it will display you won the game and some dots and then a smiley. And then after this it will return the updated winner variable so that the game would stop playing. So we have to repeat the same pattern for O. For that we have to just change this X characters with O and winner with O as well, and here as well, and name instead of name1 we will write just name2. So let's do. So you can see that I've write the same code for O, so that if any of the format any of these three positions have O, or you can say circle or whatever you want to say as O at the same time, then the winner variable would get updated with O, and then if winner variable would get updated with O, it will display the message that congratulations. It will display the player 2 name, and it will show that you won the game, and it will return the winner, so that the play game method would stop running and the while loop will just condition become falsified, and you can see that it will stop. I will show you. So the start check winner will return winner variable, which would be a blank space, but if any of the pattern become condition become true, the winner get updated with the X or O, and it would not be equal to blank, so this loop will stop working. So you can see that in game there are three possibilities, that whether player 1 win, whether player 2 win, or whether the match become draw. So we have to write the code that if none of them will win and all the 9 different positions are being filled, so it have to show the message that the match become draw. So for that we write a code for int I equal to 0, I less than 3, and I plus plus. So we'll write another for loop for j equal to 0, j less than 3, and j plus plus. So if you remember that initially at the start of the Tic Toc Toe class, we just declared a variable count, and in the constructor we have initialized it with 0, and at the play game method after nice move we have just write it count plus plus and just make an increment in that variable. So if the count variable equal to 9, it means that the player has made 9 moves. So all the position has been filled, and then we'll just create a variable draw which contain character D. You can write any other character if you want, and then it will display the that match has been draw. Okay, and it will return draw. Okay, so this is it for if, and then otherwise if count is not equal to 9, that it means that all the positions have not been filled, so it will continue, and else it will break. And return winner. Okay, so we are done with check position method. Now we will move towards our main class, write some code, and then we will start playing this game. So at first board width display, then we will call the play game method which will start playing the game, and then it has one more option that when the game would stop, then it will ask the user, would you like to play again, and for that enter yes. Okay, so it will ask the user this question, and if the user write yes, it means that the game will start working again. So for that I will make one more variable, string th, and th equals to input dot next, and the user can also write yes in capital letters To get rid from this problem, I will call the two lowercase method, so that if the user write yes in capital letters, so it will accept that as well, and then it will display the message that you have entered whatever you have entered. It will show you that what you have just typed. And to make it do this, I have to write do while loop, and for that I will write here do and then brackets, then while, and if ch dot equals to yes, then the loop will run again, and after that it will display the message that game over. Put dot close. Okay, so I think we are done. So now let's save this and play the game. There are some errors. First we will look at get name to. Right, get here. Okay, this error has been removed, and then okay, have been removed, and then check position. Let's see. Syntax error. Okay, so I think this error is also removed. I think all the errors have been removed, and at the end, why this else is giving me error? Okay, I have to write this else inside this bracket. is a mistake to write if position I j equal to x or position I j equals to O. Yeah, so if position I and j, then it will run this. So I think the problem has been solved and it will correctly run. So at the end, right now let's play this game. So I will run my program. Okay, and now it asks me please enter player 1 name. For example, Farwa is player 1 and Ramsha is player 2. So just show me the board and then Farwa will start the game. Player name is Farwa, your identification symbol is X, please choose a position. For example, Farwa choose 9 position and show me the message nice move, show me the updated board, and now the player is Ramsha and showing the message that its identification symbol is O, please choose a position. If I choose 5, now it's Farwa's turn, 2 and then 7, 5. So if 5 position is already been filled, so it's showing me the message that try another position and the player's name is the same as Farwa. And so Farwa choose now position 4 for example, and now Ramsha choose position 3. So congratulations Ramsha, you won the game. And would you like to play again? For that, enter yes, and if I write yes, for example, in capital letters, then it the game would start again and welcome to Tic Toc Toe game and please enter the player 1 name and you can play the game again. So that was all. So today we have learned that how to make a Tic Toc Toe game in Java using Eclipse software using two-dimensional arrays, and I've made this game on console. Thank you so much for watching my video. Hope so you like my video. If you like my video, please press the like button, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, and I believe that there is always place of improvement. So please tell me what improvement should I do while making further videos, and please tell me about all the pros and cons so that I will be very thankful to you and hope so I will help you in the future as well.